Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here wrapping up the final thing we have about the Overwatch League for the season match-wise. Of course, it was the All-Star Weekend. We did a video a couple of days ago, sort of previewing the All-Star game, sort of breaking down everything that's going to be played. So, of course, we now have to talk about the All-Star game now that it's over. So, 2 days of All-Star action. First, on Saturday, was a lot of just the fun games, just playing around a little bit. And, of course, Sunday was the actual All-Star game. So let's just talk about a little bit of what was played on Saturday. So to start off Saturday, it started with Lucio Ball. And, of course, that is 3-on-3. And the Atlantic Division won that 2-1, taking map 1, 3-2. And then Pacific winning 2-1. And then the Atlantic winning 4-3. Of course, those were goals that were scored. And I thought that was pretty cool. Lucio Ball is one of the best I actually think it's the best event arcade mode that's in the game. And I think that it was pretty cool, pretty fun to watch. It was very short. It only lasted probably like 30 minutes. But it was very cool to watch no matter what. Next was the 6v6 Mystery Heroes, which took place on control maps. And Mystery Heroes is, again, one of the arcade modes that I feel is a little bit better. But, you know, it really is super situational on certain maps. Control, not Control. Control's the only one that's not, so that's why they played Control here in the Overwatch League. Of course, Escort, Assault, and Hybrid are really, really hard to play. Being that, because you can just get a Bastion and win on defense. It's so easy to win that on defense on most maps. So that's why they picked a control map to make it a little bit better for the Overwatch League, for the All-Star game. Of course, the scores there: Pacific 2-1 on Nepal, Atlantic 2-0 on Ilios, and 2-0 on Lijiang Towers. So this went on to a 2-0 lead to start. Then you had the Widowmaker 1v1s. You're not going to show me the actual bracket, but you had Architect, Saya Player, Fleta, Pine, Soon, Striker, Carpe, and Surefour all playing. And Carpe and Surefour came down to the final two to play against each other. And Surefour ended up winning, which is a surprise. And in the end, after he won, he did say that Carpe is the better Widow overall. But that actually took place after the final match, but the quarterfinals, semifinals took place then. So next was the Talent Takedown, which I thought that was pretty cool. I liked it. I like seeing the announcers, the analysts play against each other in a big match. Of course, they always watch it. They're always there talking to the players, you know, analyzing their matches. So it's sort of cool to see it sort of the other way around. So all the players analyze their match that the announcers played. Of course, that was not that close for the Atlantic and Pacific to play each other, because they did have Reinforced on the Pacific team, who is a professional player. He just didn't get onto an Overwatch League team. Of course, he plays for Sweden in the Overwatch World Cup. So it's a little bit unbalanced in that sense. Had he not been on the team, I think it would have been a lot closer. But the Pacific won both, first winning Kings Row 5-4, and then Watch 1 Gibraltar 32. So he was able to get in there and just sort of carry a little bit. So that was cool, though. I liked watching them play, because they always talk about them playing and, you know, throwing and all the things that different ones do, and always making fun of each other. So it's sort of cool to see them play instead of just hearing about what they play. The last one was the Lockout Elimination. Well, actually, the last one, we'll get there. But Lockout Elimination took place on, I don't know, what was that? Castillo? Did they play Castillo? They did play Castillo. And I don't even remember. They played Castillo last. Necropolis was match 2. What was match 1? I don't even know, but they played some of those maps like that. So the Pacific won the first one 3-1, and then the Atlantic came back 1-3-2, and the Pacific came back and won 3-2 in the last one. And then it came out the Widowmaker 1v1, where Surefour beat Carpe. So all in all, for the first day of the Pacific Division 1, which is exciting because I was rooting for Pacific Division because, you know, Seoul Dynasty is my favorite team. And they're a Pacific team. So obviously, I was excited when they won. The Widowmaker one, I don't know. It was a little bit, because I wanted Carpe to win, but I obviously wanted the Pacific team to win. So it was sort of cool. I don't really care who won that, but the Pacific won that day. Then it came down to the actual All-Star game on Sunday, which was not as close. It started out on Kings Row. Now, of course, the rule for this was it was best of 3, so first team to win 3 maps. And all 18 players had to play, so the main 6 players that are voted in as the starters could not play the whole match, so they had to keep subbing in and out players. So the Pacific Division won the first match. They won on Kings Row 3-2. Then they went to Rialto, the first time that Rialto was played in the Overwatch League. Also, it was the first time that Wrecking Ball got played in the Overwatch League. So Season 2, which was the 19th season, which sounds a little bit better, will be very interesting. We'll have a whole nother video about that coming up later, though. So then they went to Rialto, where the Atlantic won 3-2. Then they went to Horizon Lunar Colony, where the Atlantic won 4-3. And then they went to Ilios, where the Atlantic won 2-1. So the Atlantic had won, but just because it's the All-Star game and it's fun, they played Kings Row, even though the Atlantic already won 3-2, or 3-1. And then the Atlantic went on and won Route 66, which again was just for fun. Didn't matter if they won it or lost it. But the Atlantic ended up winning 4-1 in the end. So sometimes you're going to see 4-1 as the score. But yeah, I think it was overall very, very fun to watch. I know even my mom watched some of it. She thought it was kind of cool to watch. Which was surprising because I know she didn't really understand watching Overwatch League all season, but she did like watching Lucio Ball and Widowmaker 1v1, which was surprising to me that she liked watching that. Yeah, but overall for the All-Star Games, I think it was very fun. A little bit change of pace. I did like Saturday a little bit better. Sunday, I think it was cool to see the players play different things, but I don't know. It was sort of there. The game was okay. But watching on Saturday was very cool, seeing all the different game modes get played. And yeah, I think it's very cool. I hope in season number 2 they sort of, I don't know, bring in a different game mode. You know, try to switch it up. The Widowmaker 1v1 for me, I think it was cool. I like the idea of having to play headshots only, 1v1 with Widowmaker, because there's so many good Widows in the league. But I feel like that dragged on really long, because they had the first 2 computers set up on both sides, so the Atlantic players played, moved on to computer, another Atlantic players played, and then they had a break. There's just too many breaks, that's the thing. There's so many breaks, and then they set the Pacific ones up. I think it should have been set, like all the way down. So there's 4 matches set up 4 computers. Instead of 2, break, and then set up 2. And then come back and set up 2 more. Like, it should just be set up, and then set up. So it's down 4, and then the next one goes to 5. Whoever wins goes on 5, and then whoever wins goes on 6. Instead of just going 2 computers. I don't know, I feel like it was just too much in there between the Widow 1v1. But it was very, very close in that. So I think that overall it was very cool watching the All-Star game. All-Star events. I normally, when it comes to All-Star things, I normally don't watch them. Basketball, I've never watched it ever in the years that I've watched basketball, which have been the last couple of years. Baseball, when I used to watch baseball a lot, I don't really watch it now. When I used to watch baseball, I didn't really watch it. And I never watched the Home Run Derby, which was like the event before. For football, I do watch the Pro Bowl, typically just because I'm excited about... I'm still wanting to watch more football games. Not that I actually really care, because the Pro Bowl is really boring. But it's football, and I want to watch football when it's January. So, you know, to have a week off between the championship games and the Super Bowl, you know, it's on TV. But I don't watch the skill showdown or whatever they're calling it, whatever year. So, you know, it's a little bit different to watch an All-Star game here. So, yeah, I think that it's cool. Again, I don't really care that much. All-Star games aren't really interesting to me, but it was still cool to see the other things be played. That's what I was really excited about. And I just wanted to see all the, like, you know, see the best players on a team together from their division. Was kind of cool, because it's always like, what would the ultimate team be? And they build the ultimate team. And I think it's very cool. So, that's it. That's all we have for Overwatch League until December, when preseason starts up. So, of course, between now, so we're almost at the end of August, so we'll say between September and December. So really that's only September, October, and November. 3 months off that we're not really going to be doing that much with Overwatch League. Of course, there are more things to come. I just need to have this marked as the right one. I really should. But if we go down here into bookmarked things, if I can find the right page, like this can be over, but I just keep clicking the wrong ones. Like I like this article about building a roster, and I just should rename it. Let's add a bookmark again. Yeah. All right. There we go. So now I won't have this issue anymore. But basically, on September 9th, so in just a couple days from now, the season is officially considered over. And then we'll see who becomes free agents. And of course, there'll probably be new teams between now and September 9th. So that way they can be ready to get players that are not under contract in our free agents between September 9th and October 7th. So in that time, we'll have a lot of free agency talk. And then October, so, you know, new teams, free agencies, signings, all that stuff. Yeah, so there's a couple things that I do have planned. Video-wise, though, we're going to do team-specific videos, hopefully, really talking about what each team needs, and then, not what each team needs, but, you know, like, the best and worst players on all the teams after their signings. And then we'll do some preseason things. And yeah, that's the thing. So it also says here that they have to have 8 players under contract by December 1st, 2018. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens going forward. But of course, there is going to be Overwatch World Cup news in that time, because the other 3 locations are having their tournaments most of September. So we'll have the tournament in America, Thailand, and France. And we'll talk about that. And then BlizzCon. So, of course, there's a lot of Overwatch League, Overwatch World Cup things going on. But we do have one more Overwatch League video coming up after this. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.